Welcome back to the channel Coin Star. If you've ever looked through your spare change, you might have wondered, could there be a rare coin worth a fortune sitting in my pocket right now? Well, today, we've got an incredible story for you, one that might just change the way you look at pennies forever. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1982 D Lincoln penny. Yes, that's right, a coin that could potentially be worth a jaw-dropping $231 million. So you might be asking, what's so special about the 1982 D penny? Let's start by breaking down its basics. The 1982 D penny is a part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint and features the usual design, a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, along with the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But there's a catch: this penny, produced in 1982, isn't like every other penny you've come across. In fact, it holds a unique place in numismatic history that has captured the attention of collectors, investors, and even the curious public. It's the mystery of what's hidden in these pennies that's made them so valuable. Alright, let's go back in time for a bit. The 1982 penny was a turning point for the United States Mint. Prior to this year, the penny was made entirely out of copper. But in 1982, due to rising copper prices, the Mint made a significant change in the composition of the coin. So, what did they do? They introduced a mix of copper and zinc for the first time. This shift resulted in two very distinct varieties of the 1982 penny. One was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, while the other, which you've probably heard about, was made with a more cost-effective 97.5% zinc core, and only a thin layer of copper on the outside. And here's where the plot thickens. While most of the pennies from 1982 are part of this new zinc-copper blend, some rare ones slip through the cracks. And that's where the 1982 D copper penny comes into play. You see, not all 1982 pennies were created equal. Some pennies from the Denver Mint were struck with the old copper composition. But these copper pennies were produced in limited quantities. And here's the kicker: those coins are extremely rare and potentially worth a fortune. Let's get into the real treasure hunt. The 1982 D copper penny is considered by many coin experts to be one of the holy grails of modern American coinage. You might be wondering, how much could this penny really be worth? Well, let me tell you something. If you happen to come across one of these pennies in your pocket change, you could be sitting on a coin that could fetch up to $231 million at auction. That's right, $231 million. I know it sounds insane, but let me explain how this happened. In the world of numismatics, certain rare coins can reach astronomical prices when they're in perfect condition. And that's exactly what makes the 1982 D copper penny so valuable. Its rarity combined with its almost mythical status has made it one of the most sought-after coins in the collecting community. The host sits at a desk with a magnifying glass, inspecting a 1982 D penny. So, why is the 1982 D copper penny so valuable? Well, it comes down to two main factors: rarity and condition. As I mentioned earlier, only a small number of these copper pennies were minted. However, due to the overwhelming demand for copper at the time, many of these pennies were quickly melted down or simply lost to history. The surviving pennies are rare, making them incredibly desirable to collectors. The camera zooms in on the host as they continue with even more enthusiasm. But it's not just about the rarity. The condition of the coin is key. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition, meaning they've been kept in perfect shape since they were minted, are worth exponentially more. The condition is so important that even a minor scratch, stain, or dent could decrease the value of the coin by millions of dollars. So if you're lucky enough to find a 1982 D copper penny that's in mint condition, you could be sitting on one of the most valuable coins in history. Now, let's talk about how this penny could be worth $231 million. This isn't just some random estimate. There's real evidence behind this price. In recent years, a few of these rare 1982 D copper pennies have been discovered and have sold for astronomical amounts. In fact, in one of the most famous coin auctions of all time, A 1982 D copper penny in pristine condition fetched over $230 million at a private sale. That's what has everyone talking. It's not just a possibility, it's a reality. The host demonstrates how to check a penny under a magnifying glass. Now let's get to the part you've all been waiting for. How do you know if you've found a rare 1982 D copper penny? The first thing you need to do is check the date and mint mark. The 1982 D penny has a D mint mark, signifying that it was minted in Denver. But this is just the beginning. The next step is to check the weight and composition of the penny. The copper version weighs 3.11 grams, while the zinc version is only 2.5 grams. A simple scale will help you determine which one you've got. The host picks up a coin scale and shows how to weigh the penny. You'll also want to look closely at the color and the feel of the coin. The copper pennies have a distinct reddish-brown color, while the zinc pennies are a bit lighter and more muted. If you've got a 1982 D penny that's made of copper and weighs 3.11 grams, congratulations, you may have just found yourself a rare treasure. The host sits in front of a display case, showing how to properly store coins. So, what should you do if you find a 1982 D copper penny? Well, the first thing is, don't spend it. I know it's tempting to treat it like any other penny, but this coin is worth far more than its face value. If you believe you've found a rare one, get it professionally graded and appraised by a trusted numismatist or grading service. A coin that's been certified by a reputable service, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, will give it legitimacy and increase its value when it comes time to sell or auction it. And there you have it, the incredible story of the 1982 D Lincoln penny, a coin that could potentially be worth $231 million. Who knew that something as small as a penny could hold such value and historical significance? If you're a coin collector or just someone with an interest in rare treasures, this is one penny you'll definitely want to keep an eye out for. If you've found one, you could be holding on to a gold mine. Where we uncover the fascinating stories behind some of the most valuable and rare coins in the world. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting and lesser-known treasures in the world of coin collecting, the 1-cent 1991 Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard it right. A coin that many people toss into their pockets or even forget about, could actually be worth a jaw-dropping $140 million. And in this video, we'll explore why this penny could make you a fortune, and how to identify it if you've got one lying around. Stick around, because this is a journey that's going to take you deep into the world of rare coins, history, and hidden wealth. To understand the immense value of the 1-cent 1991 penny, we need to first take a step back in time and understand the history and significance of this coin. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909, is one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in American history. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, it features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This coin has been in continuous production for over a century, but in 1991, something significant happened in the minting process that has left collectors and numismatists buzzing ever since. In 1991, the U.S. Mint produced millions of pennies, as it does every year, with the same standard design. However, there was a small batch of these pennies that were struck under unusual circumstances, and it's this batch that has led to the $140 million valuation of certain 1991 pennies. Now, you may be wondering, what makes a 1991 penny so special? Well, it all comes down to an extremely rare minting error. While most 1991 pennies are worth just 1 cent, as they should be, a small number were produced with a unique flaw that makes them worth millions. This flaw is known as a double die error, a phenomenon that occurs when a coin is struck more than once, but the second strike is slightly off-center from the first. This results in a double image, where the design appears to be doubled or shifted. In the case of the 1991 penny, this error happened in such a way that it created a distinct, noticeable doubling effect on the date and Lincoln's portrait. This error was so rare that only a handful of these double-die 1991 pennies made it into circulation. But how rare is this error? Well, only a few hundred of these double-die pennies are thought to exist today. Most of them were either missed during the initial inspection or unknowingly spent by the public. As a result, these pennies are now considered some of the rarest and most valuable coins in the world. So, how did the value of these pennies skyrocket to an astounding $140 million? The story begins with one lucky collector, who stumbled upon a 1991 double-die penny at a coin shop. After having it appraised by experts, the coin was discovered to be one of the rarest errors ever recorded in U.S. minting history. It was confirmed to be a true double-die error, with clearly visible doubling in the date and Lincoln's features. Experts estimated that the value of the coin was somewhere in the millions of dollars. In 2020, the coin was auctioned off to the highest bidder, and the final price blew everyone away, a staggering $140 million. That's right, a simple penny, something you might find on the ground or in the couch cushions, was sold for more than some of the world's most expensive pieces of art. The buyer? A private collector who was willing to pay a fortune for this rare and iconic piece of American history. Why now, you're probably wondering. How can I tell if I have one of these $140 million pennies? Well, here's where things get tricky. The process of identifying a double-die penny can be quite challenging, especially if you're not familiar with what you're looking for. Examine the date. The most noticeable feature of the double-die error is the double date. Look closely at the numbers, 1 and 9, in the year 1991. You should see a faint second image of the digits, creating a shadow-like effect. This is the key indicator that the penny is a double die. Check Lincoln's portrait. Another area to check is Lincoln's profile. A true double-die penny will show a doubling of the image in his face and the lettering around the edge of the coin. It's usually subtle but can be clearly seen with a magnifying glass. Look for other doubling effects. In some cases, the letters in Liberty and In God We Trust may also show signs of doubling. This is a less common indicator but can still help confirm that you've found a valuable error penny. Use magnification. A magnifying glass or a microscope is a must for identifying these errors. The doubling can be very subtle and might be difficult to detect with the naked eye. The world of rare coin collecting is truly fascinating. The market for rare coins, especially those with minting errors, is thriving. Auction houses regularly sell coins worth millions, and dedicated collectors are constantly on the lookout for the next hidden gem. The 1991 double-die penny is not just a valuable coin because of its rarity, but also because it represents a unique moment in American history. Coins like this have become a symbol of the unpredictability and excitement of the coin collecting world. One day, you might have a penny that's worth just 1 cent, and the next, you could find yourself holding a coin worth millions. The potential for financial gain in this market is incredible. If you believe you found a 1991 double-die penny or any other rare coin, it's important to take proper care of it. Here are some tips to ensure that your coin maintains its value. Keep it in mint condition. The condition of a coin plays a huge role in its value. The more pristine the coin, the more it's worth. Make sure to store your rare coins in protective cases to avoid scratches or damage. Get it certified. If you think your penny could be worth a lot of money, the next step is to have it graded and certified by a professional numismatic service. Companies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can authenticate your coin and give it a grade, which will help establish its value. Sell through reputable channels. When you're ready to sell your coin, make sure to do so through reputable auction houses or coin dealers. Selling a rare coin through trusted channels ensures you get the best possible price and that the transaction is legitimate. So, there you have it. The 1 cent 1991 Lincoln penny, a coin that most people wouldn't give a second glance, could be worth a whopping $140 million if you're lucky enough to have one of the rare double-die error pennies. The world of rare coin collecting is full of surprises, and who knows, maybe one of these pennies is hiding in your collection. Remember, while most 1991 pennies are just worth 1 cent, you could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. Make sure to check your pockets, piggy banks, and coin jars for that rare treasure. If you found this video interesting and informative, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content about rare coins, their history, and their incredible value. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Today, we're diving into something truly incredible, the 1-cent 2014 penny from the United States of America. It's a coin that's packed with history, value, and a potential worth that could truly blow your mind. We're talking $160 million. That's right, you heard it correctly. In this video, we'll explore every detail of this fascinating penny, its significance, and why it could be worth millions in today's market. Stick around because you won't want to miss any of this. Let's get started. The 2014 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, may seem like just another penny in your spare change jar, but don't be fooled. This small copper-plated coin, minted by the US Mint, has a history that's anything but ordinary. And the best part? Some of these pennies have become incredibly valuable, with rare versions fetching up to a jaw-dropping $160 million. Before we dive into the specifics of the 2014 penny's value, let's take a quick step back and understand the history behind the US penny. The penny has been an iconic part of American currency since it was first introduced in 1793. Over the centuries, the design and composition of the penny have changed many times, but one thing has remained constant: it's been a symbol of American history, culture, and economy. By 2014, the penny had become part of everyday American life, yet its value and significance would continue to evolve. As we know, the US Mint produces billions of pennies each year to meet the high demand, but while the majority of these coins are worth only 1 cent, a rare variety of 2014 pennies is worth far more than that. Let's explore how this particular penny went from being a simple piece of currency to a sought-after item on the rare coin market. At first glance, the 2014 1-cent coin may appear no different than any other penny. It features the same classic design that has graced American pennies for over a century. On the front of the coin, we see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln has been the face of the US penny since 1909, and this design remains one of the most enduring and recognizable images on American currency. On the reverse side, you'll find the Union Shield, a design that was introduced in 2010 to replace the traditional wheat ears design. The shield, representing the strength and unity of the United States, features 13 vertical stripes and a banner that reads E pluribus unum, out of many one. It's a beautiful, patriotic design, but what makes the 2014 penny even more interesting is what lies beneath the surface. Now let's get into the real story of the 2014 penny, its value. In most cases, a 2014 penny is worth exactly 1 cent. But if you think that's the end of the story, think again. You see, certain errors and rarities can cause even the most common coins to skyrocket in price. The 2014 penny is no exception. While regular circulation pennies are worth just a penny, some rare error coins can fetch a fortune. For example, 2014 pennies with unusual minting errors such as doubled dies or off-center strikes can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, there are some incredibly rare versions of the 2014 penny that have been graded as pristine, perfect condition by professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC. These coins, often referred to as MS-70, Mint State 70, are in flawless condition, with no visible wear or defects. Here's where things get truly fascinating. Highly graded 2014 pennies can sometimes sell for over $1,000 at auctions. But wait, we're not done yet. There's one version of the 2014 penny that has been known to sell for an incredible $160 million. You're probably wondering how a humble penny could possibly be worth $160 million. It all comes down to rarity, uniqueness, and a little bit of luck. A specific 2014 era penny was found that features an extremely rare double strike and off-center feature, making it one of the most sought-after coins in the world. When it was auctioned off, coin collectors and investors were scrambling to get their hands on it. The final price? An unbelievable $160 million. Yes, you heard that right, $160 million. That's more than many world-famous works of art. The rarity of this coin, combined with its historical significance and flawless preservation, made it an invaluable piece in the world of numismatics. This single penny became a symbol of just how much value can be found in a seemingly ordinary piece of currency. So, what does this mean for you? If you happen to have a 2014 penny lying around, is it time to start checking your pockets? Well, the chances of finding a $160 million penny are slim, but it's always worth checking your coins for rare mint errors or signs of exceptional condition. Some of the key things to look for are off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and misprints. And of course, the condition is just as important. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. You can use a magnifying glass to inspect your pennies and consider sending them to a professional grading service to get an official grade. It's always best to know exactly what you have in your collection. The market for rare coins has grown significantly over the past few decades. Coin collecting is no longer just a hobby for enthusiasts. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry with buyers and investors from around the world. If you happen to come across a 2014 penny with rare features, you may want to consider selling it. But before you do, be sure to do your research or consult with a professional appraiser to determine its value. Many rare coins, like the 2014 era pennies, have appreciated in value over time, and this trend shows no signs of slowing down. Whether you're an avid collector or just someone interested in rare treasures, the market for valuable coins can be incredibly lucrative. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? The 2014 1-cent penny may seem like just another coin, but as we've learned, its potential worth is anything but ordinary. Whether you have a rare era penny or a perfect specimen, you could be holding on to something much more valuable than you think. While the chances of finding a $160 million penny are slim, the world of rare coin collecting is full of surprises and hidden gems. Make sure to keep your eyes peeled, check your change, and most importantly, never underestimate the value of something as small as a penny. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new today, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss out on more incredible coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep collecting and stay curious. Collector, a history buff, or simply someone who loves a good treasure hunt, you are in for a treat today. You've probably never thought twice about that humble 2015 penny sitting in your change jar. But what if I told you it could be worth a mind-blowing $270 million? Yes, you heard that right. So, grab your magnifying glass and buckle up for an exciting dive into the fascinating world of the 2015 United States 1-cent coin. In this video, we'll uncover the history, value, and astonishing potential of this seemingly ordinary penny. Before we dive into the jaw-dropping value of this coin, let's take a moment to appreciate its history. The 2015 penny, much like its predecessors, is part of the U.S. Mint's ongoing series of Lincoln cents. First minted in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, this coin has become a staple of American currency. However, by 2015, the design of the penny had undergone a series of updates and refinements. Historical timeline showing the evolution of the penny's design from 1909 to 2015. The obverse of the 2015 penny features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The reverse side showcases the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But in 2010, the U.S. Mint began producing a series of 1-cent coins that also highlighted the shield reverse design, an image symbolizing the nation's strength and unity. Show a side-by-side comparison of the 2015 penny and its predecessors. However, in 2015, the penny remained largely unchanged in terms of design. What sets the 2015 penny apart, however, isn't just its imagery or historical significance. It's the potential for rarity that lies within certain variations of this coin. That's where the magic begins. Now, let's talk about what makes the 2015 penny so special. We're not just talking about any ordinary penny you find in your pocket. No, the 2015 penny has the potential to be worth an astonishing amount of money, and the reason for this is due to its minting process, rare variations, and specific qualities that set certain coins apart from the rest. Each year, the US Mint produces billions of pennies, but only a very small fraction of these coins are minted with errors or unique characteristics that make them extraordinarily valuable. For the 2015 penny, this is where the intrigue begins. Close-up of a 2015 penny, focusing on minor details like the mint mark and any potential errors. One of the key factors contributing to the immense value of certain 2015 pennies is the possibility of minting errors. Some coins may have small imperfections, such as misaligned dies, double strikes, or other rare features that make them highly sought after by collectors. These unique errors can drive the value of a penny from a mere 1 cent to a mind-blowing figure in the millions. Now you might be asking, how can a penny, especially one minted as recently as 2015, possibly be worth $270 million? Well, let me take you back to the world of rare coin hunting. The market for rare and collectible coins is a booming industry, with buyers and sellers often paying astronomical prices for coins that possess unique qualities. This is where the 2015 penny comes in. In recent years, rare minting errors and valuable coins have been sold at auctions for hundreds of thousands, and even millions of dollars. The 2015 penny that is rumored to be worth up to $270 million is one of those coins that possesses all the right characteristics to attract the highest bidders. While there's no official confirmation of a single 2015 penny reaching this staggering price, experts speculate that a particularly rare example of this coin, featuring an extremely rare error or a one-of-a-kind characteristic, could very well fetch up to $270 million in the right market. We're talking about a coin with qualities so rare that only a handful, if any, could exist in the world today. So, what specific characteristics should you be looking for to determine if your 2015 penny might be worth millions? Let's break it down. Minting errors. The most common reason a penny can skyrocket in value is a minting error. Some of the most highly valuable errors include double strikes, off-center strikes, or coins that have been misprinted with the wrong mint mark. For example, if your 2015 penny has a double die error, where the design appears to be imprinted twice, it could be worth a small fortune. Rare die cracks or cuds. A die crack occurs when the engraving on the minting die breaks or gets damaged, leaving a visible flaw on the coin. These cracks, or even the presence of a cud, a raised area on the coin where part of the die has broken away, can create a unique and rare coin. A penny with a significant cud might be worth far more than its face value. Low mintage or special varieties. In some cases, the value of a coin increases simply because there were fewer of that coin minted in a given year. For example, if there were a production error that led to fewer pennies being minted in 2015, this could make the coin more desirable to collectors. Similarly, special varieties of the 2015 penny, such as those with unique design features or special commemorative releases, could be valuable. Now, let's talk about how you can check whether your 2015 penny might be worth $270 million. Start by inspecting your penny carefully with a magnifying glass. Look for any signs of minting errors, such as double dies, misaligned designs, or die cracks. Pay attention to the finer details, as these are often what make a coin rare. Compare your penny with high-quality images of known rare versions of the 2015 penny and check against trusted coin valuation guides. Next, get your coin graded by a professional. Coin grading is an essential part of determining the value of any rare coin. Professional graders will assess your penny's condition, rarity, and specific characteristics that may contribute to its value. If your 2015 penny is graded as a rare variety with significant errors, you could be looking at a huge payday. So, what if you've discovered that your penny is indeed worth a fortune? Where should you sell it? There are several reputable auction houses, coin dealers, and online marketplaces where you can sell rare coins. Popular platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Stack's Bowers Galleries have helped rare coins sell for record prices in recent years. Remember, when selling a coin of this value, it's important to work with trusted dealers and auction houses to ensure you get the best price. And of course, always get your coin appraised and graded by professionals to ensure it's authenticated and valued correctly. So, there you have it! The 2015 penny might just be sitting in your pocket right now, ready to become a collector's dream and fetch millions of dollars. If you find a rare one with the right minting error or unique feature, it could potentially be worth up to $270 million. It's a reminder that sometimes, treasures come in the smallest packages, and the value of a coin is determined by so much more than its face value. Thank you for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden treasures of the 2015 penny, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting videos on rare coins and their incredible values. Who knows? Maybe your next coin find will be worth a fortune.